most derogatory comments that he has made yesterday as part of India Got Talent. Bharatiya Sanhita 2023, which will get attracted on Ranveer Allahbadia. Section 294 is a very important section. Punishes obscene acts or words in public with up to 3 months imprisonment or fine. The most important act which may even get attracted is Indecent Representation of the Women Prohibition Act 1986. Criminalizes words, gestures or acts insulting a woman's modesty, punishable with up to 3 years imprisonment and fine. Online content regulation under BNS. This cannot be provided as a defense for a simple reason. There is always an exception and restriction with respect to freedom of speech. My dear friends, we all know about the recent controversy created by Ranveer Allahbadia and Samay Raina as part of a program called India Got Talent. It was indeed disheartening to note that we all admired Ranveer as part of his shows in Beer Biceps, and he has interviewed some of the top technocrats, spiritual leaders, even some of the leaders around the world. That's a kind of profile he was interviewing. But most derogatory comments that he has made yesterday as part of India Got Talent. My dear friends, we all know that the podcast became very famous in the last 3 years. But that stardom has got collapsed yesterday because of the comments that he has made. In fact, his comments has attracted FIR on him. That is, Maharashtra police has registered a case already. And we also saw in some of the social media posts, and also it was circulating widely today, that the parliamentary committee is going to summon Ranveer Allahbadia as well as Samay Raina, who conducted India Got Talent program. The point to be noted is many people started questioning what are the possible sections of Bharatiya Sanhita 2023 which will get attracted on Ranveer Allahbadia, and also is there any other laws which may get attracted for the speech, derogatory speech made by Ranveer Allahbadia. My dear friends, if you see under Bharatiya Sanhita 2023, section 294 is a very important section. It says punishes obscene acts or words in public with up to 3 months imprisonment or fine. This is one of the sections which can get attracted for the comments made by Ranveer Allahbadia. The second for the comments made by Ranveer. The second important point to be noted is section 354. Criminalizes. The section 354 of Bharatiya Sanhita is a very important section which criminalizes words, gestures or acts insulting a woman's modesty, punishable with up to 3 years imprisonment and fine. One more section is section 357, covers defamation, imposing up to 2 years imprisonment, fine or both. Beyond this, there is also a possibility section 359 will get attracted, considering the fact derogatory remark which has caused insult to the public. Section 359 penalizes intentional insult likely to provoke a breach of peace with up to 2 years imprisonment, fine or both. Beyond this, one more regulation which might also get attracted, that is online content regulation under BNS. Under that, section 354 subsection 4 prohibits publication of sexually explicit material in electronic form, which is punishable up to 3 years imprisonment and a fine of 5 lakhs. And other very important regulation which might get attracted is Information Technology Act 2000. If you see Information Technology Act 2000, section 67, I quote the exact section for the benefit of the viewers. It provides for punishment for publishing or transmitting obscene material in electronic form. Since the content was disseminated through an online platform, this provision may apply because a first time offense can lead to imprisonment to 3 years and a fine up to 5 lakhs. Subsequent offenses may attract even harsher penalties. Of course, section 66A of the Information Technology Act would have got applied if it was not struck down. But of course, now the Supreme Court has struck down section 66A. Accordingly, it may not apply. But however, the most important act which may even get attracted is Indecent Representation of the Women Prohibition Act 1986, which criminalizes indecent representation of women, prescribing up to 2 years imprisonment and fine. And a very important point to be noted, there are a procedure prescribed by law. My dear friends, any action taken on anybody has to go through procedure prescribed by Article 21. If you see, under the Constitution of India, Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty, no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. Accordingly, my dear friends, there are procedure established under Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023, that is BNSS. Under that, cognizable offences, that is FIR, can be registered under section 173. Police can investigate. In case of non-cognizable offences require magistrate's approval, under section 174, before investigation. And what is the remedy available to Ranveer? Ranveer can make an application for anticipatory bail, can be sought under section 481 of the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 if he is apprehending arrest. From the cases that has been filed on Ranveer and also Samay Raina, we can understand that there is a possibility that there is an apprehension of arrest. If there is an apprehension of arrest, then generally what they do is they resort to a legal remedy of filing an anticipatory bail. If in case they are arrested, then they will apply for a regular bail. And these are the only two remedies available. Very important point to be noted, the derogatory speech, the offensive speech given by Ranveer as well as Samay Raina as part of the India Got Talent can never get defended under freedom of speech. Freedom of speech under Article 19 can never be covered or defended using Article 19(1)(a). For a simple reason, Article 19(1)(a) provides for protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech, etc. Under that clause 1, all citizens shall have the right to freedom of speech and expression. This cannot be provided as a defense for a simple reason. There is always an exception and restriction with respect to freedom of speech. No right or liberty under Article 19 comes without a restriction. So what is the restriction placed for Article 19(1)(a)? If you see, there is a clear restriction provided under Article 19(1)(a), which is subject to reasonable restriction in grounds of public order, decency and morality. And accordingly, if you see, the offensive speech and derogatory speech given by Ranveer and Samay clearly cannot be defended under Article 19(1)(a). For a simple reason, it has affected not just the public order but also the decency and morality. Accordingly, the legal action could be justified. My dear friends, the point to be noted in this case of Ranveer and Samay Raina is very important. Just because you are popular, just because your shows are viral, you can't take people for granted, and decency for granted, public order for granted, morality for granted. And accordingly, there is a legal action following up on them, and government is taking a strict action on them. In fact, I can see that the parliamentary committee, which I told earlier, has also summoned Ranveer, is my understanding. And definitely he is responsible because the content that he has created in the past, what we can see is high profile contents, and many people have given interviews on with him. And when that is a kind of belief and trust people had on his content, and his comment yesterday, which is the most derogatory and which is against public order, morality and decency, and definitely there is a legal action following on this matter. We have to wait and see what is going to be the development. Thank you.